Hey guys, it is Tuesday, and I stopped at the store on the way home when I biked home from work. I picked something up for the occasion. So I think, was it last time I drank the Ulenza Pilsner? Oh, this is oh, got a little shook up on the bike ride home. That's okay. Got some paper towel left over from Fuck It Friday, so I cannot drink a beer up here without making a mess. Anyway, this is the Ulenza Classic. What's classic about it? It is, I think that, well, in Denmark they have just the regular pilsners like Carlsberg and Tuborg and Ulenza Pilsner, and then it's probably they call Vienna lagers classic, but they're not really they're not true Vienna lagers. It's just a slightly darker pilsner that they try and pass off as Vienna lager. It's a little dark. It's a little darker. I don't have a glass to pour it into, or I'd show you, but whatever. It's just a slightly different flavor of the same shitty beer. Although I depending on my mood, I actually prefer classics. All the like macro breweries here have a classic version of their pilsners. So they have Tuborg Classic, and Carlsberg's is called Carl's Special because they didn't want to be on the bandwagon, I guess. And this is Ulenza Classic. Oh, I wish it tasted like a decent Vienna lager. That would actually be nice to have in a big can like this, but it doesn't. It tastes like shit. Well, yeah. Anyway, I was waiting for my wife to get home so that I can start dinner, and I've skipped lunch today, so I'm starving right now, and that got me thinking about the fact that I remember some time ago, like at Christmas, like in January, the beginning of January, or the end of that. Yeah, I mentioned that I got these beer hot sauces for Christmas, and then I was going to do a review of them. Yeah, well, that never happened, so I'm just going to quickly do it now because I'm friggin' starving, but I still want to make you guys a video. So I've got these chips. If you live in Europe, then you know that I went to the finest Mexican grocery store to get these. They're definitely not from Lidl. And yeah, I am going to tell you about that. You can tell that I've already been into these a little bit. So these are the hot sauces from, they're made with Ama beer. And they're made by Copenhagen Hot Sauce and Mustard Company. I got all three of them. You can tell which ones are my favorites and which ones aren't. So let's just start off. This is the Hefeweizen hot chili sauce. So this is their big imperial stout that they're really well known for. And they basically, so yeah, this is the chili sauce made from Hefeweizen imperial stout. This one is really good. The beer is super sweet. If you've ever boiled down imperial stout to make like beer syrup, that's a thing here, beer syrup. Maybe I'll do it on the channel sometime. But if you've ever done that, you know it gets really sweet when you boil it down. So this one starts off like super sweet, and then whatever chilies they used in it. They don't list what chilies. This one doesn't list what chilies are in it. Oh yeah, it does. Red habanero, green jalapeno, and then yeah, the beer. So It's super sweet in the beginning, and then it gets pretty hot. This one's by far my favorite because of that sweet heat. It's really good. Really makes me want to do something like that, like make chili sauce out of an imperial stout. This one is the one that I was most excited about. This one's Todd the XMan, and if you guys watched my last video, you know how much I love Todd the XMan, enough to get totally loaded on it and then come home to my camera. But yeah, so this is habanero and Todd the XMan. And I was really excited to try this, but also a little apprehensive because if you've ever cooked with beer, which I've tried to in the past, if you boil down like that's what I imagine that they cook these together. And if you use like a super hoppy beer, in my experience, it gets really bitter and overly not great. So here's Todd the XMan habanero. This one I can mostly just taste habanero in. That kind of fruitiness that you get from the habanero chili. I don't know how many people out there are chili heads. I'm not like a huge chili head, but I really like hot sauces, and hot food. Not like the crazy shit that makes you vomit, but like, you know, within reason. This one I don't think the beer really comes through all that much. Maybe it adds some fruitiness. But yeah. I don't know if you can taste hops in hot sauce once you mix in like vinegar and the peppers themselves and all that stuff. I don't know if you can actually taste hops, but who knows? It's good. It's still good. It's hot. It's got a nice even burn. The first one, it kind of sneaks up on you, where it's super sweet in the beginning and then it burns. This one's just the burn is the same in the beginning and the end. It's just a nice even heat. Which this is perfect for spicy food because I couldn't give a shit about it. So this is I actually prefer eating when eating food. I actually prefer beers that are just like beers, and you don't have to think about them. I know that people do like beer and food pairings, but I've never been a big proponent of that because I don't know, can never really seem to enjoy them both at the same time, and maybe I haven't had the proper experience. Can you tell I'm trying to put this last one off? This is the green jalapenos with orange crush, which is a session IPA with orange peel. And I'll be honest with you, jalapenos are not my favorite chili. They're not my favorite. I don't like green peppers. I think that they all have this kind of similar taste, and I don't know, maybe it's just me, but come out of there. And this one is really green. I mean, this is like grass green. You can see there that it's green and viscous. So, yeah. It's got a very jalapeno flavor. This is probably the mildest. This is the mildest one, I would say. Again, I don't really get the beer from it. All I can really taste is jalapeno. I'm gonna just because it's the one that I've had the least amount of contact with, I'll try a little bit more for you guys. No, I couldn't really taste the beer in it. It just tastes like pureed jalapenos, which, as I said, not my favorite. So it's good sauce. It's just you know, it's not one that I would choose, just because I don't like jalapenos. Well, there you go. You just watched 10 minutes of a guy trying hot sauce on chips and drinking macro lager. You're never gonna get those minutes back from your life. I stole them. You can come over here and try and get them back. Bring beer. Anyway, coming up on the channel this week, Grainfather is done. Comes out tomorrow. Rejoice. It's a weird video. I hope you guys enjoy it. I did something this past weekend. I got to try some super crazy beers that I'm editing the video together for. So some cool stuff. Maybe I'll talk more. The video, I'm not going to be able to get them done for the weekend, so I'll just talk about it on Fuck It Friday. Yeah. What do you guys think of beer hot sauce, or beer, like beer products, things made with beer in general? I think that a lot of times the beer gets lost in it. Like this one, I can't even really say that the Hefeweizen is in there. Just the super sweetness from a really big beer that's been probably boiled down, I would guess. But this is probably the one that the beer comes out the best in. But I've made like chili. I make stuff with beer, and I mean, I think it really just gets kind of lost. But what do you think? What's your favorite beer food product? What are your hopes and your dreams? I hear somebody on the stairs, so all right, time to go. Happy Tuesday. Looking forward to seeing you guys' videos. Bye.